Hi, this is Kathy from Craft with Kathy. Thanks for joining me this evening. I'm coming at you from the suburbs west of Chicago. Drop me a line and let me know where you're viewing from. Are you a owner of a fur baby, or do you have a friend or family member who owns a fur baby? Whether it be a cat or dog or other type of animal, I think this is a perfect gift for somebody who's a lover of fur babies. I'm going to do a quick little project using this transfer called paw prints, and it says a house is not a home without a few paw prints, and I'm going to do it actually on this house wooden surface. It's double-sided. I'm going to do it on the whitewash side. I actually just gave this a quick little sanding and wiped it off, and I'm going to wax it, and then we'll get started. And because this is wood, I'm going to use a little bit of surface wax to put a barrier between the actual wood fibers and the paint and my transfer, so that there's no issue of me lifting up paint or anything like that. And I know I have little wax applicators, but I don't have them handy, so I'm just going to grab a little paper towel and go with that. And give this a quick little waxing. You just basically want to apply the wax in a circular motion. Give it a little layer of it, and then basically wipe it off. So we just basically have a little layer of wax on the project. Like I said, to protect our transfer from lifting like any slivers of wood up, or also any paint or anything that might lift up. It's unlikely with our surfaces, but I like to do that on all wood surfaces just to be extra careful. And now I'm going to take another piece of paper towel and just kind of rub that in, wipe it off. Let me know where you're viewing from and how's the temps out by you. We're still kind of cooler than, there with my water bottle, a little bit cooler than normal in the Chicago area. It was kind of warmer, and it was like, okay, the leaves aren't changing or anything else, and then we got a nice cold snap, and it's a little bit too cold. Sounds like can't make me happy, right? It's just, it's not. It went from warm to basically too cold. Not quite ready for winter temps yet. We did have the warning of snow showers and rain one night, and a frost warning another, so like I said, but it's gonna warm up for the weekend. It's gonna be back to a little bit more what we would say is normal. Oh, excuse me one moment. Remember, I'm live right now working on a project. You want to watch, but you have to be quiet because everybody can hear you.
All right.
Okay? How you feeling?
Okay.
Okay, are you going to watch, or you want to go in the living room?
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me grab my spray bottle that Mom was kicking like a football and get it out of the way. And she was taking a little nap. And obviously we don't have anything on schedule around here. Okay, right there. Just hope my laptop doesn't get knocked over. Okay, so I've waxed this, and then I'm actually going to fuzz my transfer. And if you're not familiar with chalking, our transfers are made out of vinyl. Get this up out of the way. Whoops. Vinyl and silkscreen. And the vinyl is the teal colors. Oops. I was trying to decide what color paste I was going with tonight. I think I'm going with the bark and the copper. I brought out the camel just in case, but I think the bark and the copper is where I'm going. So vinyl is the teal, and what you're seeing through to the backer is actually silkscreen that is a fine mesh, so that when we apply the paste and push it through the transfer onto the surface below, you get a nice, sharp, clear definition of words and images. And I just realized I've got some fuzzies on my transfer that I don't want on here. So let me kind of pick them off. Picked up a little of my moss from the project the other day, and I don't want pieces of moss on the back of my transfer. So basically we put the transfer on the fuzzing cloth to, the transfers are adhesive backed, and we apply it to the fuzzing cloth to actually diminish the stickiness a little bit so that it doesn't stick quite as strongly. And our transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times or more. And depending upon the surface that you're applying it to, you might fuzz more or less. I'm applying to wood, so I'll probably just fuzz it 3 times. But if I was doing this on glass or mirror or metal, I would probably fuzz at least 8 times. Fuzzing means just applying it and lifting it off. Because whenever you're applying it to a non-porous surface, glass, metal, ceramic, that type of thing, you want to fuzz it quite a bit because you don't want it to stick so strongly. So real smooth surfaces like our premium chalkboards or glass, metal, mirror, etc., it will stick very, very strongly. And I'm just going to line this up at the bottom and set it down. Oh, I guess I have to line up from left to right. Didn't realize that. Let me lift it up again. And it's really easy to lift. And I just scooted it over again. Oddly enough, Mom's making me nervous. Go figure on that one, right? My biggest cheerleader all my life. And she's making me nervous tonight. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can get this just right. And it's sticking to my fingers. Really, this is much easier than it appears. I'm just nervous. Oh my goodness, is this funny or what? Okay, and I want to press it down, make sure there is no air bubbles underneath it. If there is an air bubble, all I have to do is lift it up. There's a little one here underneath the teal, but I don't really care about that. As long as it's not underneath the silk screen, I'm fine. So what I'm going to do is the wording in the bark to kind of match the frame. And then I'm going to do the word home and the paw print with the copper. So I'm just dabbing my squeegee in here and picking up the bark paste to apply it. I want to make sure I get the bottom of my letters. I'm notorious for missing the bottoms or the tops of my letters. Usually because it's a little bit too dim when I'm working, so I don't have glare and I don't really see what I'm doing. So you can see how easy and how quick this goes. Seriously, it's really simple, simple, simple. Then I'm just smoothing it out, removing the excess paste. I'm going to turn this around and do the top. Now this is a pretty straightforward transfer, rather simple to do. If it had more colors or more wording or more of an image or images that I was painting different colors, I might use the paste and peel method. But for tonight's project, I don't think it's really necessary. And let me grab my copper. And whoo. I'm using my angled squeegee that I don't really use too often. It's funny how I use the mini all the time. Hi Deb, how you doing? Just saw my comments pop up. Sometimes there's a little bit of a lag with Facebook. And we're almost done here. We get the H for home and the rest of the paw print, and then we'll see what it looks like. Oops. Smooth this out. Now any excess paste can go right back into the jar. I'm not doing the best job wiping that off. Okay. So I'm going to do a peel and reveal, and I'm going to bring this back slowly so that if I see any issues, I could correct them while my transfer is still on my surface. Oh, yep, and my paw print is distressed, so that those little blotches are intentional. There we go. A house is not a home without a few paw prints. Isn't that the sweetest thing? And a perfect gift for someone who's a fur baby parent. What do you think? How simple and quick was that? Now the shimmer's got actually a little bit of shine and glitter to the paste, and it'll take a little bit longer to dry than the regular paste. A regular paste will take about 5 minutes. The shimmer will take about 8 minutes or so. And then once it's dry for maintenance, all you want to do is dry dust it. You don't want to spritz it with water or Windex or anything like that, because our paste is made from chalk and is water soluble. If you are going to put it in an area that's going to get wet or needs to be washed, then you would want to spray a sealer on it so that it can't get washed off. But because it's water soluble, when you use it on chalkboard or dry erase board or metal or mirror glass, you could spritz it with water and clean it up with a board eraser or a paper towel and reuse the surface for another project. Thank you so much for watching this evening. I surely do appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening. See you soon.